Welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV Blind. Dungeon. It's a dungeon. With these guys. Run! Fast! Everybody go! We are level 40. Hey, look at that. We potentially get to make use of our turret thing here. That'll be fun. We do need to get enough of the battery gauge for that, though, so it's a work in progress. Free shot here, free shot here, some more stuff. Okay. These are coming. Some all over the place here, huh? Fire, 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 fire. Okay. Shift into the sands. So we try to skip anything weirdly here. That sometimes is a thing. Everybody's showing up. Alright. I can cast this here. That gives some battery. Cool. This has more of a time gauge on it. Just that. Oh. Chill, run down our spine as more enemies show up. Sand. And all this. Power this up. Critical hits for everybody. Like critical and directed. It's a pretty good time. All things considered. Into the sand. You can click on it without all those people in the way. Something, something. Other clicks. Let's not stand there. Go. And this. And dodge. The exploding gas. Lost time. Food bit. There we go. Fire, 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 fire. Okay. Anyways, for all the mini guys. Take them out. Fire, 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 fire. Fire, fire. Some of this. Some of that. Oh, these guys. Nope. Take him down. And boss defeat. Okay. Let's straight past the treasure. And we're out. 47,000 speed for that. That's something. Okay. Running. Okay. Aries! Okay. Plenty of enemies here. Do a bit of damage. That's fine too. Still 3, that's good enough for AoE. More sand. Yep. Always on the run. Here we go. You're here. Next enemy's here. Hey, these crit AoE, direct hit crit AoE specifically. Hey, split. Some of these. Oh, amazing. Oh. Hey, we'll go here. So many different levels in here. Shifting through the sands. Having a great time. Okay. Build a get here. Jump on down. And the battle commences. Got the turret. Blast, blast, blast. Blast, blast, blast. Turn back on again. Where'd he go? Tunneled. Ow. It's ruining my time. Cast that all over again. Sad. Blast this worm. That's like cool. Hey, let's go back in again. Come on. Okay. Fire, 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 fire. Digging again. You're quite the nuisance. Going that way. Should be fine. Charge up this shot. Yeah. He's gone. That's a level up. Now do the next job quest. Let's have more dungeon first. You learn wildfire. Sounds fun. Unfortunately, Pelton doesn't do anything when you're in combat. That'd be convenient. These. This golem's just getting left behind here. And do his attack. These golems are really just right back here, aren't they? Slowly taking out some of these guys in front. The AoE attack has less range, though, unfortunately. Alright. Is it time? Is it time to attack? Looks good to me. few more guys. All going down. There you go. Simple as that. And last boss. Makes it sound like it's opening an interface to skip the cutscene, but then it doesn't. I don't know. Anyways. Chimera. Yeah. And that's for that. Back in here. Mop, 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 mop. Lovely. Let's put this down. Oyster's up for a few seconds. He's doing his best. At least I think he is. There's an orb. It's probably fine. Camera. These for the last ones. They burn blue. Good. Fire, 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 fire. And one of these two. Why not? And another one of these. Not gonna be here for long. Mustang. Challenge complete. Feeling lucky. We're doing dungeons and stuff. How fun. Okay. We did it. And everybody's already gone. Good enough for me. We accomplished what we wanted to do in here. Amazing. And now we're level 46. It also seems like we are eating up the bonus experience bar here pretty effectively. So that's something to note. Might be getting less experience here soon. Bond. Extract. Recommended gear. Got some new body here. That's fantastic. Great look. Love it. Oh, boy. Okay. And where did it put Wildfire? Here it is. Instant 120-second recast. Cover target's body in slow burning pitch. Actions charged to detonator for the duration. Changed to detonator for the duration of effect. Does damage when time expires or upon executing detonator. Once is increased by 100 for each of your own weapon skills you land prior to the end of the effect. Can be stacked up to 6 times. So you put this on there. We have 10 seconds to activate all of our different abilities. And then it does even more damage. That's fun. It's like a special kind of thing here. Oh, cool. And now, for the next quest here. A suppressive strategy. Savannah wishes to discuss strategy for the upcoming tournament. Alright. Should be a good tourney. Greetings, Arctic. Your training proceeds apace, I trust. Stay a while, we can discuss our strategy for the tournament. To appear everyone is present, even our new instructor, so let us delve into the particulars of the upcoming contest. Now, the degree of favor the Holy See bestows is much influenced by the outcome of the tourney, and thus do the nobles enter only the most able champions. Assume that Telegrinch, in his small-minded maliciousness, seeks to humiliate us before the educators, and thereby convince the Holy See to cease the flow of funds to the manufactory. I don't understand, my lordship. Most of these guardians ain't hardly aware that machinists exist. why have we so grabbed Lord Television's attention? That's because he's likely noticed that your firearm can kill a man with not but your dainty little finger on the trigger. Which is the same reason there's laws in Limsa Lemensa will prevent any old drunken horseman from carrying a musket. And Ishgar's hierarchy ain't exactly fair and measured now, is it? If you arm the lowest folk on the ladder with weapons like ours, then you can be sure as the tide that their barrels will soon be pointed towards them overprivileged bastions what stand at the top. But as you say, most of the nobles don't seem to understand the threat what an army of machinists could pose. This Telegrinch bloke is a step ahead, I'll give him that much. Aye, he's a despicable fellow, but uncommonly clever. Even so, he has failed to arrive at the most obvious conclusion. A well-trained and well-armed populace would strengthen Ishgar's defenses tenfold. And if we are to convince the Holy See of that fact, then we must claim victory at the tourney. You have something special in mind, then? I've been considering several strategies, but to practice them here in plain view of our adversaries would void their effectiveness. We must needs look further afield for a suitable location to train. Bloodshore and Eastern Lenasia ought to do the trick. Secure us a place where we can shoot our heart's content. Joy, pray make preparations for the journey, after you have attended to your duties as at the manor, of course. As for you, I would have you test another of my innovations. Rainbow High, and I shall make some adjustments to your Ethereal Transformer. Okay. There is something to be said about how much we are constantly referencing the nobility and the Holy See and everything, when we've actually already kind of dealt with that whole situation. But it wouldn't make sense to require level 60 stuff for level 45 and lower quests, or also would be extra work to make a different version of the whole quest line, which would make sense with our current state. That's why we try to do a lot of quests at the point where they're first available, to make more narrative sense. But here we are. Forgive my duplicity, Arctic. That talk of adjustments was merely an excuse, so they might speak alone. Now you heard me boast to my father that machinist companies could soon form the backbone of our defense. That was something of an exaggeration. When it comes to gigantic dragons, one may as well be firing at the side of a barbican. In the tourney, however, the lesser size of our opponents will work against us. It requires intensive training to consistently track and score hits against targets that are both small and agile. And as there is but little time left before the contest, our victory will depend largely upon your skilled contribution. If Tony is able to display even a fraction of your battle savvy, then the reputation of the machinist will flourish. Thus we need you to attend our practice with undivided focus. Provide a shining example to which you might aspire. Okay. And split this quest up into 2 quests. Blood on the Saints. And is growing impatient to leave. Let's go. When Joy has completed her task at the manor, we can be off to Bloodshore. Wonder what could be keeping her. Trip to the market to restock the larder or something such. Find Joy in the pillars. Oh. Pillars up there. This is definitely the correct shirt for the weather here. Making great decisions. This guy right there. Also quicker to just walk up there, this is fine. In the middle. Good enough. Running. At the market. Could I technically get a better gun here, but we don't need one. This is fine. Destroy. Hi. Oh, hello, Arctic. You must be eager to get in some practice for the big contest. I'm ready to go just as soon as I've hauled my shop into the manor. I'm going to continue my machinist training. Can't be shirking my other chores. I made a promise to the Count. But I won't keep you waiting much longer. I'll run to the manor with what I've got and come back for this big sack afterwards. I could help. Oh, that's very kind of you. I think I'm stronger than I look. You could just keep an eye on the other sack till I get back. Shouldn't take too long. Alright. I'll be fine. Are we taking it anyway? I'm watching it. Nope, I picked it up. over here. Teleport up to the last vigil, I suppose. Rather than do it with all the different staircases and stuff here. Go. Comfort down. I think. What are you doing here? Just watching the other sack. I'm watching it. I watched it all the way over here. A remarkable hempen sack. Enjoy. Is it delivered to Hilliard Manor? There you go. Ah, lending a hand to young Joy here, are you? Very good. This is the last of her tasks for the day, so she is free to assist Stefanovic in his work. Return to your attorney preparations. Alright. Thank you. I appreciate you helping me, of course. I appreciate you helping his lordship even more. The Count was against me becoming a machinist. He knew that me dad's too feeble to work, though. He was kind enough to let me keep me place on the manor staff. My family would be on the street if it weren't for this job, and I can't thank him enough. Sometimes I don't feel right that I repay him by spending half my time at the manufactory. I mean, now that you're around for Stefanovic, his lordship won't need me to be a machinist no more. I gotta still do that. When an attorney will repay the Count's kindness. Show it was all worth it here. Never thought of it that way. When should we get ourselves to Bloodjoy? To Bloodjoy. Bloodjoy. Soul. Yep. Eastern. Awesome. Midgard's over. It's flying. Have a great time. Cool. It's a good spot for training over here in Bloodshore. That'll work. Right, let's begin, shall we? Our objective shall be to explore the most effective methods of countering our knightly opponents. If a knight cannot reach you, he cannot hurt you. Thus we shall concentrate on those machine skills that hinder movement. I prepared a crate of aromatic meats said to be irresistible to giant crabs. For the purpose of this exercise, imagine the shell-covered creatures lured by its scent to be enemy knights and form tactics to prevent their advance. Should the box be broken open, that will signal your defeat. See what strategy you can devise for us, Archie? Okay. Use all the slow-in things that we never use because they're not damage. Protect the box. Also, how many crabs are we dealing with? Oh yes, many crabs. Protect the rank box. Don't let them reach the box. What do we got here? That's slowed. You can be heavy. I'm gonna just kill the crabs. It's also good. Trip in action. That's not gonna do anything. It's awful. Just like all the other times, it's completely and utterly worthless. Up half the bloody shoreline. Oh boy. You. You. Them. This guy. Amazing. We only have one thing that slows enemies down. We have heavy, and then a bind. That's pretty much it. Take it down. Yeah. This is just a fight. That works. Thing from the deep. Dealt with. Now this fellow was rather unexpected. We handled him nonetheless. Well done. Performance has prompted my prospectometer and inspired me with entirely new strategies. If I may, my lordship, seeing how well Arctic is coming along, you don't need me in the tourney no more? What could make you think that, my dear? I need you now more than ever. The sight of you, a commoner with scant battle experience, sending seasons and nights stumbling and sprawling, open the eyes of the holy sea. Why, you shall be the bullet that pierces their tradition-bound hearts. Very well, my lordship. I'll do my best in the name of House Halinart for both you and the Count. That's the spirit. I must return to the workshop. Okay. And so shall we. Back to the manufactory. Foundation. Okay. Ethernet. Over here. And right. Okay. Back. Fine showing out there. I think Joy's lack of enthusiasm troubles me somewhat. I'm sure the moment her hand closes about her stock, she'll be as ferocious as ever. And some XP. Okay. An uncertain future. Regis Machinist. Price level 50. Okay. Then when you get to level 50. We're currently here at 46 and a bit over a third. We're getting less than 2 levels per run here at this point. So it's looking like it's going to take a few dungeons here. We'll work on it while we're in this. Next time. Goodbye.